welcome back to more Disco Elysium with me, the Name and Forever. Stream's up, yep, stream's up. Okay, cool, everything seems to be up and running. We're back with more. This may be the last session I do for a bit. I have no idea how long the game is actually. I don't know how far into the game I am, and so on and so forth. I do know I've put about like 35 hours, although that's Steam time, and you know, when there are parts like this where I'm just on the main menu and not really doing anything, I mean, it doesn't really count. But overall, around like say 35 hours. I have no idea how long the game is actually. So I have no idea how close I am to actually finish, and it doesn't feel like I am that close, unless there's like a way of just skipping all the side content, if that's possible, because I have no idea what you would do if you skipped all that. Like, you can't fast forward time easily, so yeah, that's all a bit weird. Anyway, we're back to the game. As usual, I will check my audio is working all good on my stream. Yep, it does seem to be all good. So let's just go right back into it. I do have a drink with me, hot chocolate, so I have a spoon in there as well, so it might make some noise, same as last time. Oh yeah, we were here, and I do miss this like music of Martinez. Just this song, I don't know what it is it hits. Anyway, oh, what's Harry looking at? So this dude's cheating. Let's call him out on it.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I head the citizens' militia on this fine day?
Rhetoric low. Anyway, wait, have I not? I'm confused. I mean, it says that let's talk some more about Jean-Marie, and I wanted to ask you about the Union again. Highlighted as if I've not, if there's like options I've not chosen.
Sweet Jenny. Ask away, officer. I knew her all my life. Of course, officer.
Oh, you see, now it's
memories are all we have left.
Sure, officer. No, thank you.
Alright, let's go with this one.
You make professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Thank you. It's only been day 4, but thank you. I'm obliged by the law to tell you there's been a breach of ethics. Wink and point to the boss.
No, you're not. Enforcing proper conduct in an amateur pétanque game is not something the RCM involves itself in. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Kim, cheating in sports is unacceptable.
What do you mean, officer?
I saw what you did there, Gaston.
It's not very good, officer. I'm an old man, and sciatica is gnawing on my joints.
I know.
Some days
none of that is good. I agree.
Too much.
If you want to expose him, get straight to the point. If you start japing about old age, it's never gonna happen.
I don't know, I feel like this is such a meh thing. Oh no, stream is struggling, I think. Oh no, I don't know if it's just me or like on my end, or can I reload the player? Okay, let me see. Check on this. I don't know, it looks like it was just my video of the stream was down, but the stream itself is okay. It's fine by me. You know what? Let's just keep it to myself.
Lately, my eyes just aren't the same, and even getting out of the bed is pretty difficult.
The hangovers must be getting worse too. Don't think I used to lose my memory every time I had a little drink.
I know what you mean, officer. Then there's the blood sugar, and don't even get me started on the bladder troubles.
Why don't the two of you get a tomb and take your windings there? I am ashamed to even stand in the same crater with you.
Why don't you get a tomb?
Already got one, smart ass.
Oh, damn.
Comes with the rank and my service record.
Did he tell me that before?
But not with a monetary pension, unfortunately. What can I do for you, officer?
Aww. Didn't expose him cheating, bonded with over health issue, but still threw the bull in the sea. Anyway, rhetoric. I do want to pump up rhetoric. If I can. I know I'm not pumping up really much of anything. Empathy's at 7, suggestions at 6, composure, perception, and volition are the only 5 I put stuff in. Where's rhetoric? There. I do like rhetoric and suggestion coming together. That sounds like amazing. Half light seems okay as well, but I can only go up to. I do like half light out of all of these, I think. Maybe I should try the Sand-Eye Coronation one. So it's the ooh, lots missing here. Oh, it's for the painting, wasn't it? I think. Bullet.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
Okay, is there any item that I have clothes-wise that can help? So right now I have nothing for hand-eye coordination. Okay, so is there anything on me here? I might have one thing if I remember correctly. I may not be remembering correctly at all. Huh. Well, in that case I won't. And I'll keep my stat for now. Okay, cool. We didn't expose him. We'll keep rhetoric for now. These dudes. Oh, what did these do? What did I need for their jackets?
That ride is fucking light.
Hey, piss.
Half-light.
Look who it is.
Demonstrated authority.
Shrunken cophead material.
Off-brand skulls. Okay, 42. Okay. It's 14. I've got 6 there. See, even if I bump up, the thing is, I would rather do this when I'm low health, just because that's a more likely scenario for me to. I will gain if I do, basically. I'm assuming they're going to be there for a while, and I do know one way of knocking myself out. But then I only have one thing to heal myself. Oh wait, I need to.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears
Some other time. I'm surprised the girl doesn't have anything new. No new dialogue.
Hi, Ace Detective.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Was it this one?
the display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all.
Wait, do I do have stuff for pain though, don't I? So wait, pain threshold's not on my list. There you go, +1 there. +1 there, which is the same. No, one was gloves, I think. And okay, scarf. Okay, so scarf. This. Oh, that noise is the clink of the armor. Damn. Okay, so this is pain as well. Okay, never mind. And nothing else. Cool. And so now my pain threshold is 4. It's not exactly amazing, but okay.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring a twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Ah, what is it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Helmdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman, she's laughing at him, belittling him.
Okay.
Between the throne and the Hyamdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyamdal and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women?
Especially those leering types who seem to wear nothing but an armored bikini. There's also some sort of a snake lizard beast slithering around her abdomen, chest, shoulder region.
Do we have a shot of this?
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels.
Oh, I almost have enough money. But at least it's open. That's sorted. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. I want to look at my thoughts. So we have Guillaume Le Million. I do regret kicking out the one I had last time about the Wumpty Dump that gave me experience on. I need to look at it again. Oh, it doesn't come up. It's not. It doesn't even come up. It doesn't even tell you. Damn. Okay. I have so many others as well. I don't know how I would fit more in this. Like I have so many others. I know I probably won't get all of them, obviously, because it depends on how you play the game and what you do in the game, which is why I really like the thoughts versus just pure skills. But that was a bad one to like miss out on, to leave out for the encyclopedia. My largest is 0. What was the... If I'm super low, you have a hard time solving even the simplest puzzle. Even if you find the pieces. Good luck putting them together. And this is just because I have 1 from item, 2 from thoughts. What thoughts are giving me negative logic? Is it this, that, and this? No, I just have... This is kind of pointless. 1 inland number, it doesn't matter. All intellect white checks unlock. It does it once, I assume. So if I go back to this, like their rhetoric is locked. Oh no, wait, it's open. Conceptualization's locked? Really? Visual calculus locked as well. That's weird. Yeah, why are these all... This one I can understand. This was new, and I think this is new as well. Okay. What are my actual tasks that I want to do? So sing karaoke, buy farm plants. I don't have enough thingy. Offer figurines to Doris Day. No, take on less responsibility. Oh, I don't know if I want to do this. You and some other moralists should form a committee to decide whose job it is. I'm surprised this one isn't blacked out, but okay. Really, it's only Suna really to go and talk to, which is what I plan to do anyway. You have to go back to the church, so. And then remember to come back here for Half-Light. Oh, let's change our clothes again. Got the Half-Light there. So Half-Light is +1, but I have more Half-Light, don't I? Like that. This is a jacket, isn't it? Oh, I could have worn this and the shirt. Bumped up my thing even more. So Half-Light +2, -1. Ah, so no more half-light. Oh wait. Oh wow, my empathy is only 5. Wait. Oh, bonus from items -1. What item am I wearing that's a bonus to empathy? This, okay. To be fair, I don't really need this right now. I do like this thing. And I've got logic back and authorities 1, it's just Okay. Well, let's see what the half-light range is right now.
That ride is fuck.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead.
Church. Church. Suna.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting. Honest. Why? That does seem to be a problem. I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of you, only a strange little... The mother of humanism.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre, he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Alright, got your message.
Good.
Oh. Can I actually fail this? 6, 7. So I can still fail this with a 1. So I should have something to boost my suggestion up. So I cannot fail. If I can, why not? -1. Oh no, don't tell me I don't. Oh, only minus +1. There you go. Yep.
Yes, what is it?
So 7, 8, 9, 10. I should always win.
Easy.
Oh,
When
12.
our
Are you
research is
serious?
done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it, the Boom Boom.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
Alright. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
What's an offsite copy and why do you need it?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She points to the glowing cube inside the machine.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
By your old workspace, do you mean the studio or fortress accident in that office building on Plaza?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Wait, the bookstore lady, you mean Plaisance?
That's her name, I believe.
And where exactly is the offsite copy?
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
Aha, so instead of doing the stupid thing where I'm knocking myself into the door, I can just go normally now. Why can't you go and get the filament yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Wait, are you though?
Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in.
Why does she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
That's a bit biased, don't you think?
No. She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Rain Civic. I'm not making this up.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Seminine magic. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her, say that you're a policeman and need to get to the building's basement. Then bring me the offside copy, alright? The bookstore lady hates me. Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer.
Don't be
She
too harsh.
Yes, but she...
The lieutenant.
Once I came in one more. So what I need you to do here, the bookstore lady hates. Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have she literally started.
The lieutenant.
Once I came in one. So what I need you to
Oh,
do
it's
here
the
is
same
the
stuff, really?
bookstore lady hates me. Because she's from Martinez.
What if it
and
does
people
emit?
It doesn't emit. It receives. You sound just like.
The lieutenant.
Once I came in. So what I need you to do here
Alright,
is
I'll go for the
have a
offside copy.
talk.
She thinks for a moment and then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar.
And here's my Kvalsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund.
About this offside copy.
Yes?
Alright, I'll go look for it.
Thanks.
Right, I'll let you walk in peace. Fall soon. Is this it? Ooh. So I guess this is a better version. Oh wow, that's massive. Equip these to open lock containers as well. I'm gonna just hold this. Well, I need to change clothes first actually. I do love this stupid attire. Oh! The sass. This. Bane, Half-Light. I feel like I'll be interfacing, so let's put interfacing stuff up. Anything else? No. What's my empathy right now, actually? Oh. 6. Wait. Psych base, learn skill, signature skill. Okay. I need more empathy. Well, logic being x0 is kind of bugs me. Actually, let's go back to composure. What else can I have for composure actually? Positive. Oh, plus at least, not minus. Oh, not much. Interesting. Just this. Oh yeah, I could wear this. Yeah, I think. What did I just... This is just drama electrochemistry. Yeah, I think this works for me right now. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what do we want to do? Help Ravers, help Suna, help Suna. Okay. Let's go. I love this stupid heavy thing I'm carrying with me. Makes me wonder actually, can I open other things with this? Like, oh. To do Martinez Waterfront. Alright. So what? I need volition here, didn't I, to open this?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East.
I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons I would put points into volition. But then I guess I wouldn't have to worry about items and such. I'm just trying to see if I can open other things with this. Lock. Pry bar, sorry. Like this thing here. Nah? Nah. Okay. It's a bit of a shame actually. I feel like that would have been super useful. Right. I also feel it's kind of funny us running around with the armor the other dude was wearing. There's something in the bin. Oh, I can't pick anything up. Oh, the way he's holding the trash bag is so good. So I assume Kuno chucked whatever it was out here. Because I don't see anywhere else he could have gone unless he went down south. No, I can't pick anything here either.
The dented yellow mailbox greets.
Where do I want to go? Oh, the lady. The lady in here. Plaisance. Plaisance.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and
Wait.
welcome to Crime,
What?
Romance, and Biographies of Famous...
Or just go into the thing.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered only in echo. A hollowed out dark echo. Only a hollowed out dark echo.
What?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to... Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Truth be told, but you don't learn about the important things in life from fabric. The truth is available if you just know where to...
She smiles and nods.
Okay, that's weird. Find the giant ice bear. Find the filament memory with an offsite copy from our old workplace and bring it to her. Then wait for further instructions. It's weird because she said I could just talk to her and said I'm from the police or whatever. Maybe it didn't work. Or was it because I did it early on? It doesn't work? What if I talk to you?
Hi, Ace Detective.
Ah. assuming it's supposed to be... Yeah, it is Plaisance.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and well.
Okay, that didn't work. Can I go back to Suna? This is a weird thing. I just want to go back and double check that that I'm doing the right thing.
Yes, what is it? Yes? The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen it.
The lieutenant.
Once. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her. It's a backup of my former.
She's making it.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pin. Thanks.
Okay. Damn. No option but to just try and do this myself somehow. Wonder who else I can talk to. It's weird that Plaisance doesn't. Okay. Anyway. When in doubt, go talk to a cell.
Hello again.
Nothing. Damn. How come there's nothing for me to like pick up trash-wise? I thought there'd be some trash. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? New stuff, new stuff. Take off. I forget, is there a limit I can carry actually? Maybe the more I do, the more money I get. Oh, he's gone. Damn.
There's some tear. An empty cigarette pack, 2 empty bottles. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness.
Oh, the body's gone. Good to know. Did I get something? Oh, the tear, is it? The bottles, I think. No, wait. What did I get? I mean, I would sell these if I had if they were worth something. Like this is worth 6 real. Okay, well that's sorted, I guess. So at first when she's talking about offsite, I thought she meant something here. So I'm pretty sure you can go in here based on the dude's still here. Just based on what you can see as you walk around. Because you can see the roof from somewhere. Here, maybe? You can see some parts are highlighted when I say, you see how that's highlighted? Just to the left there. So you can go in there somehow. I'd love for there to be like an ability, like a thought where you can rotate the camera view so that you can see, for instance, the other side of these buildings. Oh, that would be so cool. And also weird, but cool nonetheless. Anything here?
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the poor things.
I'm still expecting to be able to see the other piece of kit, the armor kit.
The trap is filled, poor thing.
Can I go this way? I don't think so. No. It's not super clear what's accessible and what isn't sometimes.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
It'd be useful to put a point in visual calculus for this and the church.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual, even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
I'm tempted to put a point into visual calculus just for that. And I know I can boost. Ooh, I'm so tempted. Boom. Can I revert? Okay. I can't. I need to walk away and look at my items as well. Close. What do I have? Visual calculus. Give me something. +1. Okay. And right now I have nothing. +1. Minus. Okay. So I can get +2, which gives me 5, which will give me 6 if I add a point here. It's okay, I won't do that. It's not my niche. Come on, move. Aha! Mortar! It's so weird how you can't. Like, this is just blocked off. You can't really pass through here and go somewhere else. Or just like cut across. That doesn't look stable either. Okay, so we're sorted here. Let's go see, what's his name? Plaisance. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but okay. Yeah. I don't think anyone else has anything to say, so... Alright, some fast travel. Let's get rid of some tear. This dude is also half-light nonsense.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
$13, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4, 8, 10. tear.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a
Woo woo. Come on, come on. I wonder if there's any value to talking to Everett. Well, we'll see if we can do this Plaisance thing again. Otherwise, I'll see if there's any value in talking to Everett again.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome.
Ah, this is so annoying. This is the only way I know in.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered.
So I don't remember if that's a strong one either, so I don't know if 1 point will matter. I'm gonna try talking to Kuno, just in case he has something to say. I still haven't talked to that lady up there in a long while.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action, pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit.
Yeah, you like art, Kuno?
Fuck no, art shit.
What about your local city then?
It's not art, it's fucking brutal. Nothing pussy about it. The fuck out of here.
Even the pigs think it's garbage.
Look, bitches, Kuno's gonna wrap it up for you. Talk business, or fuck off. Enough about this art shit. Kuno doesn't... Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't...
Can I talk to her from here? Usually it's better.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
The trash containers. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Just wanted to see if there was anything new. Cool. I still don't get this. I don't really understand this path here, like what you do. I thought it was supposed to be like a shortcut to get up to the right, but maybe it's actually a path here. No? To the left, to the room here, maybe? I don't know. Because the way they made it sound, it was as if you could bypass. You could bypass measure head. Oh, what are you doing? Oh my god. Okay, no. Getting stuck on the environment. Yeah. Yeah, you could bypass measure head and come this way somehow. But I don't see how. Yeah, I don't see how. Yeah. It's a weird one to me. Like, what's the point of coming up here anyway? Anyway. Not quite sure what to do, so I might just talk to Everett maybe? Maybe he has something new to say. So the instance when I was talking to Kuno, that sometimes I forget the character and their traits and what they prefer and don't prefer. And so talking to him, I was like, I mean, I should have known better than to pick the option that is so I should have known better than to pick the option about saying art is good or something like that. Oh, is there nothing here? Interesting.
The woman looks. Girl child, you hear her say.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
Nothing new, I don't think. These guys are all here again. Yeah, it would be nice if there was a shortcut here actually. That would be super helpful. Ooh, ooh. Are you serious? Thing is, I feel like we did all this. We put all this here. No, not Kim.
This is the night watchman's booth.
Nope, no path down. Path here. Ooh, wait, have I messed with this before?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. The words marsh and arrête. No screech of metal when you put. The crane does not return.
Oh yeah, I did that already to move this a little bit, I think.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has
Erratic
not
yet
lessened
thorough.
since you were last here.
Been in the world
If
for
anything,
many
it
days.
seems to have grown slightly.
Rhetoric. 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have any item of clothing for rhetoric as well? I can add. So I have nothing boosting rhetoric right now. One. Just the one, really? Just the one. Trying to think, should I do this now or how much was it again? It was low, wasn't it?
You're back before the cargo container.
Very low. Okay, never
Its
mind.
drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
I need a 12. Like, I need to draw a 12. Otherwise, I won't get it. But it's good to know that it bumps up like being in the world for many days.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a...
Hello.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
A member of the board? For himself.
And for his fellow man. That's right, Mr. Dubois. You're turning out to be quite the individualist there. So, you had business with me?
How do you know my name?
Oh, I know everything about you, Harry. I have a big fat folder on you. Very juicy stuff. And the word on the street is your memory is a bit... hazy. If that's true, maybe I can help you out. Do you a little favor, so to speak.
It's true, my memory is a bit hazy.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is...
He taps on the folder again.
My big fat folder is ready to serve. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. Maybe my fat folder and I can help you out. Do you a little favor of sorts.
It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Harry has some questions he needs answers to.
Asking too many questions will make you look weak. You should maybe focus on the folder. Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Do you know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids?
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I think I do. I'd be a wonderful father.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
What kind of cop does it say I am?
Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
Sorry, cop. I'm sorry?
Yes. You seem to be. A lot of the time. But right now, there's no reason to be. Let loose a little. Be you.
Oh, red check, okay. Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
So I need 11, 3, 4, 5. Okay,
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted...
Let's boost my drama. I should have stuff for drama. -1. +2, son. So I have nothing right now. I can't even see it, but that's fine. -1. There you go. Perfect. Where's my drama? 6.
Mr. Dubois, every worker for him. Let's hear it, Harry.
Woo, 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 woo. 6, 7, 8. I just need a 3. Please don't be a 2.
As you look at the folder,
still close.
Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
Continue.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
So he didn't get anything from me.
A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
It turns out the strikers were being served an alcoholic brew. I stopped this madness.
I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew, stronger, stopped it, strike. I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry.
I don't know now. I'm reconsidering opening that door. You asked me to open. Perhaps it will help me somehow. I still don't know if I want to do that.
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should.
Let's change back into a better attire. It's weird trying to figure out what I want to write down. I'm sorry, not write down. What I want to equip, and even though I'm not really doing anything. Yes, that's okay. I don't particularly like logic at 0, but we'll go with it for now. So again, this is low, isn't it?
You're back before the cargo container.
18.
Its draw has not lessened since you were last.
This is a long path to take to go all the way anywhere, really. Or at least the bottom area, the coastal area, is more open. There's more like different paths you can take to go wherever you want. You know what? Let's talk to what's his name, Measurehead.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
The future belongs to Measurehead. I don't know about that. I do not have the same faith in Measurehead that you do. Who am I going for? Oh yeah. Money. I actually like walking around with the trash bag.
The tear machine stand. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the
yes, I can now buy the Heimdall book. I need it. I need the Heimdall book. Burn all my money on that. I have other books to read as well, but you know, never mind. Come on. This sounds you're still not going to talk to me about the door.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Okay.
The display rack is brimming with worn
It is a bestseller for a reason. again, esteemed officer.
Alright, let's just read here, I guess. Tools. No. Heimdall. The man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman. That cover doesn't look like what was explained to me. It says the frontispiece of this whole bag contains what we mentioned previously. A bonfire lies between the throne and the man, casting shadows on the wall, and the shadow of the vixen's headdress looks like a pair of demonic horns.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Heimdall man.
Look at the back cover.
The jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tyribald. Before Man from Heimdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Heimdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend?"
Time to flip through the book.
You open the book to a random page. Man from Heimdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Gritty and heroic.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Heimdall tribe. From the village of Heimdall, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
Okay, give me more.
Man from Heimdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer himself?
Onward.
The steel muscles of Man from Heimdall gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls home.
Holy shit, this is so me.
A passage reads, "The man from Heimdall looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Heimdall will never succumb to your seductive wiles.
Continue.
Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Heimdall, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife." Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says, "I have grand plans for you, Man from Heimdall." She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. "First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the Man from Heimdall. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct."
Wow, this is epic.
In the final pages, Man from Heimdall mounts Galavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald.
Oh, the queen died. Sad.
To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Heimdall and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring
Aww.
39.
Never ending, is it? Wait, do I not get anything for that? Really? Yeah, dollar man. Oh, the greatest innocence. Ooh. That's actually pretty cool. We should read these two at some point. I might do it today, I might do it. I'm so annoyed that there's nothing here.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Oh, let's talk to Joyce, if we can. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure what to do. I can talk to Kim, I guess, but I'm also unsure what he can do.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
You said pale. What is pale? I don't know why that's new.
The Pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
No, I want to know what the pale is.
I don't think your colleague would appreciate that. He has already been so patient with this whole exercise. Let's continue with something else, all right? You can ask about anything else in the world. Anything.
But she wants to tell you. You could sneak back later, when he's not around, unless you can convince him to step aside.
Oh. But then I assume, yeah, okay, that's fine. Just because I might have done this already. We might have already talked about the pill, but maybe there's more to talk about.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Until you come up with something at that intersection, I'm afraid I have little else to tell you. But I'll try. Ask.
I don't. Until you come up with something at that intersection.
She simply nods.
I don't know what else to talk about with regards to the people at the intersection. I can try though. I'll go back and see.
Guillaume Le Million. Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop.
No.
In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Okay. Pain threshold, blood oxygen is boring, +1. All cycle ending caps raised by 1. I'm gonna take that. Sure, why not? 15th Indo tribe is almost done as well. Yeah. Look at my suggestions. Can go up to 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It can go up to 12. What happens if I have too much of this? Will make you slimy. Oh. Kim, anything new?
Yes?
No. Ta ta ta. Oh. Did I just miss this? Might be because I wasn't holding on to L1. Let's go in here, see if there's anything new in here. Oh, there's stuff up there as well. Cool. Hi, lady. Anything in here? Nope. I wonder if she has anything new to say.
Give me a moment.
Nope. I also wonder if there's always stuff in and around here. Or like, do I have to always come back and there'll always be bottles? No, no bottles in here. Maybe that says something. Was this door not openable before? I do like this art though.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
And so there's nothing really here, I don't think. Okay, nothing here.
A plaster cast bust. Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Salute.
Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm.
He leans closer to inspect the photos of revolutionaries on the wall.
There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
But he was a mass murderer. There's nothing cool about keeping his bust on your nightstand.
He was definitely controversial. The tenant here seems to like him. There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution.
Is this just like a shared toilet or something? Fair enough. Is this dude alive? Let me see.
The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing. The air in the room is stale.
Kim, is this thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a fleshy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. The limbs seem to be twitching from time to time.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. Maxtor is a gas company. He's wearing free socks from a gas company. They probably came with the bills. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Is this Kuno's father we're seeing?
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
I mean, I already know it is, but...
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
I don't know why I would say the second one, but okay. Let's go with 3.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very hard to recover from. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
This is serious damage. I'm still not sure he's not dead. 3 words. Oh, sorry. Suddenly, the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth along with the strong stench of alcohol.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Maybe we should help him.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Poor guy.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Ooh.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
Interesting. Sad, but interesting. Oh yeah, we can... I don't know, I don't really want to do the moralist stuff, but we're here. Let's see if I can talk to the dude. Oh, lady. Sad for you.
This door is made of metal and appears no one answers.
Let's go. There's nothing to do.
No one.
Let's go.
No one.
Let's go.
No one.
Let's go.
That will never not get old to me. Okay. Oh, no, no. Nope. I just want to see if there's any cans or whatever I can pick up. Okay, we're sorted here. Let's go to the intersection and talk to people, I guess, see if there's anything we can do. Let's sell some of our terraces. We got more money.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
You're a richer man now. Yeah, no, not really. Okay, so how much is your half-life?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
13. Let's get all our half-light stuff on. See what we can do. Right now we have none. Oops. I think our other gloves gives us. Yeah. Don't these glove? Oh, interfacing. Sorry. -1. No. Half light. Oh, nothing else. Okay, so that's all we have. Half light +2. And here it's 4. Ah, it's very, very low.
That ride is Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Don't trust it yet. Don't trust it yet enough to do much.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. 13 isn't too bad. Depends if I can wear anything.
You keep coming back. That's
You find your hands deep. The box smells.
economical, but
The speakers below are banged up and worthless.
Ooh,
the sneakers
that's
triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
everything's still cool here, officer.
Persuade him to give you some money. Okay, rhetoric. I'm down with rhetoric. Putting stuff into rhetoric. Now I've got more, well, need for it.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
no one else to talk to though. Like there's legit no one else to talk to.
Right to work! Right to work!
This guy knew anything. Ah. It's gonna be a slow walk, but we'll get there. I've not really done much this episode.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
No, this is useful for me right now. There is that thing we can do at Everard, I guess. We can attempt to do that.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Men like this only respect two things: strength and fear.
Worked. Randomly worked. 7 was the minimum I needed, I think. Show me Hilary!
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
Continue.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
As yours. Let's go with the cell.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
Continue.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Where exactly is the lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Got a smoke? Alright, and I think that's the one by the monument, yeah, so not this. At least we got something. I wasn't sure that was going to work, but we got it. This one here. Yeah.
This screen found, A to Z, Contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
So unless she's in the lorry, I was wondering why would the lorry just be here? Oh, don't tell me she's dead.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
Tried to pick in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers. Posters cover the small windows in the back. You can't make out what's on them.
Let me change my outfit first. The Jam Mystery. Yep. Okay, so, oops. Let me change my outfit. I feel like I need maybe interfacing or something to work this. Boop. Conceptualization might work as well. I got 2 here actually. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, cool. I think that works for me right now. What's my empathy like? 7. Logic's 1, so I'm good.
Why does art inspire you so much?
just randomly since I boosted up my conceptualization. It does, yes, but what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately? To be honest, you have the exact features of the modern artist, with that wild hair and those clothes. Perhaps you should try to write poetry someday, and critique architecture.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
But wait, don't I need to be 100% cop to finish the case?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
So I don't know, art cop. I'm already sorry cop, so you know, that's a bit weird. But anyway, I can be half art critic, half cop though. Okay, if 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world.
Yeah.
Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Alright, cool. So, since I'm not hatched... Oh, I only have one skill point. Damn. I was going to say I was going to burn more the way south because I don't really care for that. It's already unlocked the intellect check, so it's not going to keep them unlocked. And this is +1 Inland Empire, which I don't need. Actual art degree though. -1 perception. Yeah, it's another Copo type. The worst one, the most savage and brutal, the art cop. Nothing is good enough for him. Everything is shit. You have to employ an armada of adjectives to depict and demean the mediocrity of the works and visual institutions around you. Really flex that critical muscle until the vocabulary for punishing mediocrity becomes second nature. Here we go. Anyway.
This screen found. The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
How are we going to get this open?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Really?
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Surely the thing in my hand is going to help. Okay, physical instrument then. Can I have two? Like, if I get rid of the... That. Oh no, wrong one. Yeah. If I have two, does that help? I'm just going to double check quickly.
This screen found A to Z. Contemporary. This screen found A to Z.
No. Yeah. Okay. Close. What do I need? Physical instrument. Wait, was it? Yeah, physical instrument. So I don't think I have a lot of. I got this. -2. Oh, are you serious? So I can only go +1. Are you serious? Damn, that sucks. I don't think this is gonna work. If this doesn't work, I might need pain threshold, so that's where they're on top. Pain threshold +1. Also have pluses there. Cool. It's the best I can do, apparently.
This screen found A to Z, Contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Oh, this is tricky.
Pry bar in hand, you take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk rings out and the pry bar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass.
Damn. So that was a 7. I needed an 8.
No, it's not shatterproof. Give me that.
Oh, he takes the pry bar from you and gestures for you to step back. Then, with a little warning,
He smashes it into the window.
With little warning,
Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
Obviously, I weakened the window for him with my initial attempt. So, you know, we both did it. I was just 1 point away from success, so you know that must have had an impact. It made it easier for his role, basically. Nice.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
Open the door.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Continue.
There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
Okay. Well, admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Continue.
There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
Stop and wonder, what's that smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably grenade number 5.
Okay. Study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
Aw, what happened?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too.
Alright, enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Continue.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Okay.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Is there anything we can do with it?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
What else is here?
The ghostly actresses and the rust. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
So did they take stuff out of the toolbox to free space in the toolbox to put something else?
But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Why would anyone glue a piece of sandpaper to the gas pedal?
Sandpaper? A novel technique. Must be to offer some extra grip to the driver's foot.
The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes?
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Wait, the missing 8th Hardy here?
Looks like her, yes.
And she's the one running the drug trade. What a handful. First the drug smuggling, now this. How deep does this rabbit hole go?
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
Well, she's doing it with the lorry drivers. Not necessarily.
You're right. But we should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console and a faint smell of perfume is in the air.
Peel off the cover on the passenger seat.
Voila! A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Continue.
Bonne prise.
The lieutenant commends you as you shift through the treasure, well worn and folded into neat squares. Fold open the topmost map.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all.
Well, if there's scant few.
There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881, high above the mass of brown and red roofs that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield.
So where does the road lead?
To Couron, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
Okay, fold open the second map.
This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct.
Okay.
No storm will ever drown Revachol, the great solution to the riddle of history.
Look at the third map.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. These service tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway.
What does this all mean?
It means that the smugglers are secretly using the motorway to transport their goods and materials. They've infiltrated East Motor Tract, most likely.
Okay.
The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
Where does the contraband end up?
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
Basmati, that sounds vaguely familiar.
The Basmati is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, but really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Ahura Mazda, it's a dark parody.
Who do you think is behind this?
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that usually accompany it.
Return the stack of papers under the seat.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use.
Alright, let's look at the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Okay, let's look at that.
It's an issue of Peri Ferik from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Okay.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Unfold it.
It's an issue of Peri Ferik from last week. It looks like an article. These formulas...
The Ulan frequency system?
Push in the pull-out toolbox.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest.
Oh, is that it?
The rest is as it was. Posters, a radio, dust
Okay.
on it. Close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Let's talk to him first. Oh, we can't? You have to... Oh, we can't actually move.
The 15th Indo tribe. Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory. The 15th Indo tribe was your Indo tribe, set to rule in Celinda. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain.
Okay, so it was our own thing rather than something legit. Okay. 15th Indo tribe. 10 cents for every green orb clicked. Landing cap for several fire races sick. Okay, it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. Okay. So, confront the Hardy Boys about the drug trade. Alright. First, let's talk to Kim.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
Okay.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Would Suna know any of this stuff?
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
So it turns out this is connected to the Union.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
What about the movie posters?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
A lot of women there, especially for Lady Jarvis' cabin.
Yes, well...
unimportant.
As elegant as they are, I don't... yes, well...
unimportant.
Okay. Will the RCM open an investigation into this?
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over.
Debrief over. After you.
Ooh. Hello there.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
The racist told us where her cabin is. We only searched it.
Still better than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who tell on her. But is she in trouble?
There's going to be an investigation.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
The last thing we need is more civilians involved.
Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plan with those rhymes anyway?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
Why Tommy Leham?
Tommy Leham was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him.
Alright, I have another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Art is everywhere. That's all for now. 13. That's all for now. Wait. Do I have clothes for that? I'm sure I do. Conceptualization is not there. Okay. I don't have any on me right now. This one here. This one here. You think I would remember, but you know, I don't. I know I had some. So just the two, okay.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your...
Wait.
Whee!
There's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion? That's good.
Where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity you never your own.
Dang, that's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
I think I may be an actual poet, and I've learned it by heart. No, I does not say that. I don't really know.
No matter. Great verse is like that sometimes. Ephemeral. You might not look it. Seems you have some literary chops. Maybe there's hope for me yet.
That's a strange compliment.
Just messing with you. It's cool. You're an okay guy. For a cop.
For a cop?
They're more often in the fists than rhymes, see? Let alone honesty in verse.
In a small office behind the old military hospital, hunched under the green glow of his desk light, Officer Hans Blau browses through a test print of his Futurist magazine. It's called The Futurist. The typeface on the header is too small.
I'm doing what little I can to do right by people.
Well, you've given me some hope, I guess.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Okay. That's all for now. That was cool. Alright. Where's my half-light stuff? Just that, I think. Okay.
That ride is...
Hey, piss... Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
I'm gonna assume they're gonna be here for a bit, so we don't have to go chasing them too much. Was there another conceptualization down here? Is it the glasses?
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100%.
Just do what I just wore earlier. So I didn't change my other one, okay. And I guess there's always the ability to drink or whatever to boost my stats.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
It's not a lot actually. This is a white check though, so I can leave it for now, I think. If I do talk to the Hardys though, I need to have authority up, I think, at a minimum, and composure maybe. So let's save, and save over this one. Oops. Oops. Okay, let's see what all we have for authority. Which is that. Pain threshold might be good. Okay, so I don't have, only have those two for authority. Okay. Okay, so we can put this on, I think. Pain threshold, and probably the gloves as well, because why not? What else would help? Pain threshold might help. Spirit of the Core might help, but it's my jacket conceptualization. Nah, I don't need that. Might use that. So my composure is going to be a bit low-ish, I think. Let's look at my stats. Okay. Not great. Composure is only 5. So yeah, my composure. Anything else I want to add with composure, I have to take off authority. So what's my authority right now? 6. Oh no, I can wear this. Gives me 1 composure. Yeah, okay. Let me get rid of this, the plastic bag actually. Motorix morale, physic morale, Motorix morale, physic morale. Is there something I can do to increase my psych? Okay, never mind. Remind me, this was learning caps of affair, 10 cent for every green knob. Do +1 pain threshold, and all psych learning caps raised by 1.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Since I'm here.
Hi again, gendarme.
Wait, no, that's not it.
Oh, a committee. How interesting. And if I may ask, gendarme, what is this committee about?
I'm just trying to reach a higher authority.
Sounds like a bore, frankly. All the fun stuff's down here. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see. He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course.
I guess I'll have to look for him along the coast.
Guess you will.
He's so different.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
You guys still here?
Again? I can't believe this shit. Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation and it turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well...
Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Yes? What is it?
Alright, this should be... Oh, what about this? I assume I still can.
Behind
that.
the dock workers, a
It's not yet
ceiling-height
time.
window. The Hawthorne branch.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
They are indeed. You! Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. Okay. Do I want to tell them all this? It's kind of weird to tell them all this, but sure, why not?
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
The lieutenant is fixed on Titus.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
I'm gonna ask you again.
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I think the hanging was a cover-up.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Ah, empathy's so good. Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
Don't want to tell them about the witness though. Sure, why not? I found someone who saw the hanging.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and is in witness protection.
I don't know how much I should tell them. My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised.
Who he is irrelevant.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with...
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
The witness said that he saw two people of Areopagite descent in one mess.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
That's not the point. The point was that you could take your time. It was quiet. Like, you were trying to make people think that the hanging, that the lynching was happening, and that the hanging was happening, and not that he'd been killed first.
Shanky.
Or already been killed.
Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Great witness.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
No, do the honor. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's plenty of drugs still out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? The stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
The eighth Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
I thought we already knew this.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
I do want to try this. I do worry if I fail though. Last time didn't I fail and I almost shot myself? Should be fine though. I think. Yeah.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
I think I needed 14 and I needed 4 or something. I got 6, which isn't that much more. Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I got drunk. So drunk I drove my car to the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
Is one antagonistic and the other not? They seem about the same. It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help. Someone's been raped. She needs counseling. We need to talk to her. Yeah, maybe the first one is a bit more antagonistic.
Titus?
He looks at her.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's Amonju with an O-U.
So, the woman we talked to the first time we were here, right? I think. The one in the other room, who's on, usually, we can see from the courtyard, sorry, the backyard, smoking in the kind of roof section.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! It's Miss Oranje, disco dancer!
I'm gonna lose composure here. This is a red check as well, so I can't change. I knew I should have kept composure. 11-6, and it's -3. Oh wow, 6 minus 3. That's not. Yeah, that's not a medium. That's not an even check. Class, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Blonde, tall, 2 rooms over from yours.
Miss Oranje, disco dancer.
Sure, why not? You've probably seen her around.
Yeah, this is meant to be failed.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Whatever you do not tell him you know her. That would sound off.
I like how it's like, I think I know her. I like how all of these are also like, you're awkward. So what was her relationship?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So when was the rape?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
So what is your relationship with her?
I know her.
Okay.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Oranje disco dancer is an immigrant, or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
And I've been like knocking on her door for like ages.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent.
And to think, this story thread, I wouldn't have gotten here without that half-light check working against the racist dude. And I guess I know I could have talked to Tommy Lahome, I think was his name, the poet guy, to get him to rat on the lady. So I just didn't think it was that important. It was only because I talked to Joyce. This is the other problem with like not playing for like a while. It's only talking to Joyce again and realizing that I can't proceed the case without doing this. Obviously, if I told her just wait for my badge and I gotten my badge, I think I could have skipped all this as well. But yeah, so I think we can understand what's happened, more or less. I think she killed the dude. After he raped her, she killed him, and these guys are like protecting her. Anyway, this is where we are right now, and Joyce probably knows maybe somewhat the same story here. So the whole thing with the union strikes is a different issue, though.
What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
You said you partied, Cuckoo. But what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke?
Yes, yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
I think I know her. I'm so tempted to screw this up, but it's fine. Thank you. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Let's go over the victim again. No, I see. Ooh, this is weird. Cause I need to go. I'm gonna stop the session soon, but I'm like at a really good point right now. I need to talk to Kim, so let's talk to Kim in the kitchen. Wait, I didn't say anything. Okay. Titus, you talk to keep a low profile. Oh, let's listen to see what they say. Just when I thought it was getting interesting. Anyway.
Officer, what was that?
Yeah, you mean the sweating and the fidgeting when he mentioned her name?
Yes.
I think I know that woman.
The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together?
So this is what it feels like to be interviewed.
I got nothing to hide.
What if you do, but you just don't remember that you do?
True.
You'll get through it, you slippery fuck! Blast some insano at him! Throw him off!
I mean, there's nothing really here. Like, just, yeah. I feel like this is... Yeah, we partied all night. I mean, he's gonna find out we lied anyway, so she overheard me listening to music.
Anything else?
I asked her where we are, what city this is, maybe even what year, something like that.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
I didn't rape her.
What you're saying is, you raped her?
Wait, what?
Ice is forming on the inside of your chest cavity. Cold sweat trickles down your neck.
No.
Then, don't ever say that again.
Okay.
What else?
Well, true, I didn't want to say it, but there you go. Nothing, let's move on.
We'll be alright, Lieutenant. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be alright.
Cool, so we have another skill point, and we have task. Speak to the assault victim. Oh, still haven't done this. I might meet him along the coast when I go by there. I do want to go talk to Joyce first, actually. So what I might do is talk to Joyce first, and then when I come back, I'll talk to Clasia. Oh, wait, was that her name? Clasia? Yeah, I think so. And I'm just holding this thing as we run around. Hey Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I spoke with the lorryman.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Wait, where exactly are these eyes?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
She's trying to conceal her excitement, but the slight glimmer in her green eyes tells you otherwise. The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. This decision should be yours.
Sure, I should decide.
Exactly. But what?
Hold on, you seem anxious to know. Why is that?
I've kept my eye on the Camioners. Even tried to get to know one. It's a mystery I'm already invested in. Which one of them, if any, could organize such a complex operation?
Ooh. We turned up quite a few interesting things, actually. There will be an investigation, that's all I can say.
Okay. I thank you for sharing that much with me. My employer thanks you as well. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Whoa. I get a sense of deja vu. Unless I saw this like in a video somewhere, just this exact particular moment, this conversation. I can't recall actually seeing this in particular, but maybe I have. Okay, anyway, what did she say? I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands. Wait, what was that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
But why is the murder part of that?
Since you are sharing, man, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
I've already heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
So they thought you were two-timing them or something.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Okay.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Okay.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, Executions will follow.
I see.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
You've made a mess here.
It was the Union who strung him from that tree. My hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before Crenell indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
They would have to project strength and power.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet,
oh my God.
the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms.
I see.
Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
So they use semi-fully automatic firearms, and we've seen like parts of the coast side that's just bullets in them. I'm like in that building near the coast, to the far left, I guess. Southwest kind of thing. What was I gonna say? It's kind of weird we've not run into these two other people though. That's kind of weird. Okay.
As I said, a bloodbath.
See him. This is the great bloodletting I was telling you about.
It appears you found it, yes. And I'm not happy for you.
This is a pretty bleak scenario describing.
Many bleak scenarios have already come true, Lieutenant W. Frater de Bois. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Yes, but if it's the woman, I don't know if I can do that. Unless you want to give Titus up. What can you tell me about Crenell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
And I thought this conversation was going to be a lot quick and easy and straightforward.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay, anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with coordinating law enforcement activities in complex multinational investigations. Their database is the single largest source of information in the world.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP now?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Could you contact the company, tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
Okay, but you could have told us all of this earlier as well, right? Like, if you had told this to us 2 days ago, we would have saved 2 days. And all for what? All for the drug stuff? That feels like nonsense. This seems way worse. Anyway. You said the deceased assaulted a woman?
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who? Not Kuno and the Kunes. Oh. What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
This does not come as news to us, but still. To your knowledge, where did this assault take place, if you know?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too.
Last Sunday night. I thought it was like almost a couple of weeks ago or something, or a week ago.
Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
I'm not going to mention the woman because she might give her up. And who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
You don't know how you know. It's not written on her face, nor in her voice. But she had sympathy for this man.
You liked him?
Liked is a bit strong. He was the most charismatic among them. He handled all the talking. His departure left a major gap in the group's communication skills.
His name was...
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others first.
One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color, the deceased's?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
And then what about the tattoos as well then? How does that play a role?
That's alright then. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the remaining two marks?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Well, when the name is Revachol Citizens Militia, it kind of, sounds like that.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol.
Vigilantes. The RCM gets its authority from the coalition. Where does theirs come from?
Somehow, I doubt that lecturing them on the legitimate use of force will persuade them to stand down.
We kind of still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Oof. I don't even remember what all this... My logic is at 1. Oh my god. But I can undo that, hopefully. It's still high though. I can make it much higher though. Scab leader, murder, bad reply. I don't even know what that means. Scab leader, murder, bad reply. Clothes didn't fit right. Dress code ceramic night. I'm not even sure. Okay, we'll still clear for the moment.
That's wise. Our goal is to avert catastrophe. Besides, you're likely to encounter them sooner or later.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
It seems kind of weird because those hardy guys, they're kind of like putting it out there that was the whole point of their act for the lynching. They're kind of putting it out there that they were involved. I don't see why the people are trying to be more... The way these guys sound, they shouldn't be... Like, they shouldn't... Doesn't sound like they would really care. Like, if any particular one of those individuals was the main culprit, they would just do all of them. I would think. I doubt they really care to get to the full truth of the matter. You know?
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Now can you tell me about these tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence, she wears fingerless gloves. Her fingernails are cut short and fractured, like those of a working woman.
It was taken with a trigger not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface. She has no excess of emotions for this cadaver. Has she seen dead bodies before? It's likely.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
She points to one on the photo paper.
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like stars in the sky?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What is the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
Wait, what? I've spoken to him. For now, the soul is faster inside his coffin. Nah, no. This one is going nowhere but the morgue. This one has flown quite far by now.
I would say he's near the Arcade Islands by now. Ready to exit the Insulindian and into the Pale. If I've read his home address correctly.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semnes Islands, then this.
She points to his heart. What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Inter-Islary Age.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
That's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
That's all for now.
Tremble. The time is now. Taola.
What time?
Time for the show. For Taola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. The countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
What time?
Time for the show. For
Okay.
Taola.
Taola, what's that?
Ulogu Theodos. Xeno Zausin. Ipoli Osidhian. Echondes Fronisin.
Wait. When did this countdown begin?
Monday morning. The moment you arrived in this reality are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread.
This is because of the insane world ending I've been seeing, isn't it?
Yes, you spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
Am I sure it's not just a joke?
It's totally also a coping mechanism.
I am a little afraid.
So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, Palindropos. Perhaps, just a thought, this has something to do with the hangover.
Okay. There is the pill though, so there's that. I do think the world might end soon.
The face of the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
Cop of the apocalypse. Sweet. Let's look at that. You woke up in the hotel room and started rambling about the end of the world. It's not your normal everyday doom crying either. Something that's really close to this is approaching the gloaming, the culling, the bloodletting of the unimaginable proportions. Until now, you've been pleasantly vague about the precise nature of this cataclysm. No more. Put the bloodletting on the burner and really figure out what's threatening the fragile physical reality you just found yourself. Some last one to consider. So I was gonna change my attire to get more. What do I need? Was it logic? Yeah, logic. I don't know if I can do the thing again though. It was a red check that I might not be able to do. Oh no, let's pick that one. Cool. So logic's +4. My logic here is 6. Okay. Okay.
You're back. Good. What can... Of course. Anything to help. They've gone to ground, as it were. They don't have this...
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
The thing is, we're already talking now. So I can't fail this check. I will trust her in this one.
That's wise. Our goal is to I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
So I can ask about the tattoos, but I need to actually get to them. Yeah, so like this abandoned lorry, physical instrument challenging, like we've already done it. I don't need to do it again. But it's still here on my list. Gaston. Rhetoric, so I do. Okay. Okay, cool. That's so let's change our attire yet because I don't want to wear all this. This is coming empathy, so we'll take that off. Good. I can get rhetoric there, cool. Put this on. I like this setup. I have 3 skill points. Okay. I will leave that be because I'm going to call it for this session anyway, and so I can decide what I want to do going forward in the next session anyway, which might be a while, so I might forget anyway, but at least it'll be there. I do know I need to go to the church, and I also need to talk to the lady here, Classier. I wasn't going to tell her about Classier because I don't trust her to slip that information if she's worried about something might happen. I'm also concerned that she might just tell the people involved about about Classier. Let's talk to Kuno actually.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
Okay. Alright. So basically we're going to stop here. Not a new save, let's save where we last saved. Yeah, you know what, a new save is fine actually. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's a lot of manual saves. Yeah, we can make a new save, that's fine. Alright, and I'll call it that for the session. Oh, I ended up going on much longer than I intended to because I was just having fun. I was engrossed in the story. I didn't expect. So like I said, I only was able to get this far because of that half-light skill check, because I wasn't really thinking of like going through Tommy. I think I had forgotten as well. It's only because Joyce mentioned about this thing. Anyway, so we did that. We've gotten that information out. Then we've talked to Titus, and actually we could have talked to Titus earlier because we had a bunch of other things that we could have used against him. And we might have still succeeded there as well. So there's that. Either way, it set off this whole chain of things, and I was just thinking I was going to go to the church and do that, but obviously I'm going to have to come back to do that. As I guess that's still like a side questy thing rather than the main quest, which is this. So I need to bear in mind that this is the main quest. And so it'd be also kind of weird if, like, if you didn't talk to Joyce, maybe you would still have time. But because we talked to Joyce, that set things in motions now where these two other commandos, whatever they are going to now seek out their own revenge. So yeah, this will be interesting. Either way, we're gonna stop here, and I'm gonna talk to her after this. And then once that's set in motion, understand where she's coming from, basically. I still need to go to the church. So maybe we can look at our task. Help Suna. Speak to the Salt Victim. Help Suna. Maybe talk to this dude here as well. The Sunday friend. We still need to go find the murder weapon. I'm surprised this hasn't automatically been sorted, because I did return to that body with Kim. But anyway, I don't particularly care about the Raver stuff, but I guess I'll talk to them and just do that. I've got that. Find the murder weapon is still okay. Perform an advanced analysis using HE coordination, which, I mean, I don't have the murder weapon anyway, so if I had the murder weapon, maybe I could then do this. Or if I knew where the murder weapon was or what it could be. Almost have all armor pieces. It would be cool to have all of them. The only way I can see the tattoos having meaning, talking to those other commanders, is if I did that logic check, that red check. But maybe I can still do that afterwards. I can still do this. Ooh. I need to get a bull for these guys. I forgot about that. Find smoke. Oh, I still haven't done this. It could be classier, actually. It could have been classier. Which was kind of sad, actually. Explore the Whirling Secret Passage. Sing karaoke. I also need to, to help Suna, I need to get into the ice bear fridge. I tried asking Suna for help, but, you know, I don't know what to tell you. It's not worked. Maybe I have to do that physical thing again. Bump into the door and see how that goes. We've done... So what's new that we've done? Confront the Hardy Boys about the drug, I guess. Yep. Oh, I like this. You see, address Gaston's cheating? Cancelled. Start your paperwork. Alright, cool. Anyway, so I've saved. That's all from me for this session. It's been fun, as pretty much always. It's almost the end of the year. I might play again before the year finishes. Oh, I need to go to my menu. Yeah. So I might play again before the year finishes. And if I do that, it'll be super fun. I may be getting closer to the end. I may not. We'll see. Everything has been interesting so far. But I may not before the year ends. So that's the other issue. I think it has been a bit of a shame that I couldn't focus fully on the game for like a good amount of time and just like really get engrossed in the story. I had a number of breaks for one reason or another. And I enjoyed those breaks, don't get me wrong. I was doing stuff. And to be fair, coming back, I've still remembered quite a bit, and it's still easy to get back into the game. Especially when you're doing stuff and you're succeeding in these checks. And sometimes I think the game might be generous and lenient if it recognizes that you're not progressing much. It may be generous at times as well. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think the random thing is pure random. Anyway, that's it for me for this session. I have a lot of fun, and I hope we get to see this through soon. Anyway, thanks for watching, I guess, and I will see you next time.